From afar, my craft room might not even seem unorganized, but I will show you areas in detail that are a mess and that keep me from being creative because I feel overwhelmed. It feels cluttered to me. So I want to tackle these areas with you in the hope that it might inspire you to tidy up your craft room if that's what it needs. Welcome, it's Barbara from Vienna, Austria. So let me show you some of the areas in detail that I need to tackle. For example, right when you come into my door, I have this glass table here, which I like to keep free for anything I need to do. For example, die cutting, or I want to flip open a book or something. There's not a lot of space here, as you can see. So this definitely needs to be tackled, especially this pile right here. There's a mess back there, and there are books that don't need to be here either. So then this is my craft desk in the middle of the room. And we take a look. First of all, my paper bin and my regular bin are full. And then when we move over, I mean, the desk at least is not cluttered, but look at all of this mess. No, no, no. And this is very close to me, so I'm not happy with this at all. So not inspiring to work on a surface like this for me. Behind my craft desk is this little table that flips out. It's part of my craft cabinet. It is a scrap box, but you see all this paper mess right here, and you see all these boxes here. Those are all things I really don't have any idea where to put them. So I need to find a solution because I want my sewing area to be clear. This chair I like to keep empty, but as you can see here, it's just cluttered. I'll give you more information on that when we tackle it. Now, I totally understand if you've just seen this footage and you're thinking, Barbara, that's not messy at all. But I think everybody has a different sense of what is tidy and not tidy for them. So what might be tidy for you is not for me, and vice versa. So I just know this is going to make me feel better. It's going to make me feel more inspired to craft in this room if I have the feeling I don't have clutter everywhere, you know? So this is my paper basket that I always have on my desk. And it's actually really nice to have papers in here because a lot of times I go back in here and grab something for whatever. So I never really like cleaning it out completely, but I am going to do that this time. So I just have a big paper bag here that I can take to the paper trash later. If you like the idea of having a paper trash on your desk, I would suggest do not take one made out of cloth because all the little paper bits kind of just get stuck on the fabric. So if you can have one like made out of paper or plastic, I think that would be much easier to keep clean. So this I need to empty in the kitchen garbage. And already with just these two things, I feel like I've accomplished something I haven't done in the last week. So go me. I usually try to be good about cleaning out brushes and taking the water to the sink, but yeah, this has been around for a few days. That's a no-go for me because I think it ruins the brushes in the long run. So let's rinse this. That took like 30 seconds. Why are some of these things that take such a short time so difficult sometimes? You know what I mean? So I keep my brushes here. This is next to my craft and computer desk. And my jar goes here. It's actually so easy. Just do it, Barbara. So then I want to dust off these studio lights. These are called key lights, and these were recommended to me by my dear friend Louise Heinzel. She has them as well, and I love them. I used to have these big studio lights that were always in the way. They were on like tripods on the floor, so you could move them. But yeah, as I said, they were constantly in the way. And they were really annoying, and I love these because these clamp onto my desk and I can control them either with my phone or with my computer. I can regulate the temperature of the light. I can regulate the intensity of the light, so how bright it is. I just love this, and I will be forever grateful to Louisa for recommending these. But I do tend to forget to dust them off regularly. So this is a complete no-go. It's very overwhelming to have this clutter right where I create, where I film. So let's tackle this pile. It can't be that bad, can it? So this bag is actually pretty cool. I got this for free at a craft fair. And this is maybe something that would inspire you. This is made from local newspapers. No, it's just a very simple paper bag. It's folded here on the bottom. And then she added some handles with some very stiff twine, punched some eyelets, and then knotted the ends here so they wouldn't go through the holes. It is so adorable. I love this as an idea. This would be cute for little gifts or something, wouldn't it? Especially if you send this to another country with another language. How cool would it be to receive a paper bag in another language like this? Then this is a beautiful card that I bought at that craft fair. And this was done with a special light technique. How gorgeous is this? Love it, but I need to find a place for it. Here's a beautiful envelope from Happy Mail. I need to put this in my Happy Mail box. 2 cards that I made in a different video, trying out a technique by dear Louisa Heinzel. I need to find a place for those. I have another beautiful card made by my sweet friend Maureen that I need to put in my planner. Also, this one was a birthday card that goes in my planner. These are some Turkish poppy seeds received from my friend. I was contemplating putting this into my planner as well, maybe. This is again from the craft fair. I had 2 of these cards. One I used in my planner. Let me show you in case you haven't seen. So this here became this here. So really fun to alter cards in that way. I need to keep this somewhere else. Then I have this cute wrapping paper that I wanted to include in my planner somehow at some point. This is just a random paper bag on which I added a stamp, but then I didn't really like the colors, but I could put this in my planner for sure. And then we have these paper bags, or parts of paper bags, because I already tore into them. These were from my trip to the Netherlands, and I mean, they're fun pieces. I need to find a place for those. There's a birthday wrapping paper I can also use in something. There's another paper bag. These fun bits. Train ticket for the Netherlands. This actually needs to go in my planner. Then we have a beautiful, beautiful napkin. Love this as a background. I could add this to my art journal. Here I have some more pieces of that. I'll put that in my art journal so that I remember to use it in my art journal. And lastly, we have these stickers that I wanted to use up. I've had these forever. These are the ones that I didn't want to use yet because in summer I didn't want to use these with the warm clothing. But since fall is right around the corner, I will keep those near my planner so I will remember to use them. So let's put this napkin into my art journal. If you haven't seen this art journal before and you're interested in how I made the cover, which is actually a freebie, this image, and how I made the signatures, etc., there's a playlist for this, which I will link for you below as well. So in my scrap box, I have several acrylic drawers here with various paper items. Two of these drawers are full of mostly Happy Mail items. So I think I'll just stick most of these things in here, because I don't know where else to put them. At least they're out of the way. And I think I'll even put this paper bag in there for inspiration. So things are definitely looking better here. Oh, this calms me down already, but I'm still not happy with this, because these beautiful wooden boxes are meant just for scraps. What is this doing here, Barbara? What? So the paper handles can stay because those inspire me to use them. This piece is too big for that box. So in this little box, I just have tiny paper scraps for collaging, and here are the bigger ones. And since I've had this right in front of me, I have been using these a bit more, because previously I couldn't reach it as well, and then of course you don't use them as much. And I had a question in another video where I got these boxes from. I know they're absolutely gorgeous. This one here even has one of these Tim Holtz plaques here. I wish I could give you a link, but these are no longer available. These were part of a Japanese subscription box, but those boxes are not available anymore. I'm so sorry. These are actually made out of rulers, wooden rulers. You see here on the inside, you still kind of see the measurements of the rulers. Also on the bottom here, these are two rulers glued together. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my tiny paper scraps. This can go back up there. This already makes me happy, but now I also need to figure out what to do with these things. So I've made one of these in a video. So I used the fabric slashing technique. I will link the video for this below for you as well in case you want to see it. So I used some denim and some other fabrics in between. It's a very interesting technique. Then there's this one, which looks a bit more fuzzy. And I had these papers. Oh, I really love this inside, actually. Also paper bag. And I made these pages for the signature. I really love these pages a lot, but I am not sure that they go into this particular journal. Did I make these on camera? I'm actually not sure. I might have not done these on camera. I don't know. They are quite stiff, which is, I think, what is bothering me. That's why I haven't sewn them in yet. I need to still think about it. I also don't know yet what to put in here. And then I have this cover here. This was an experiment trying the same fabric slashing technique on paper, on waxed paper. And this is the same technique that I used for this little journal here, which I love to bits. So if you want to see the making of this complete journal, beginning to end, I will also link this playlist for you below. This is definitely one of my favorites. It's so yummy. So this one is done. These three are not. So this little cutie actually needs to go on my small journal shelf, but it's kind of exploding already. Let's see if I can still squeeze it in somewhere. This is not easy. Let's put this one here. Don't want to cover up too much, obviously. So I have some cards here as well. Maybe I need to take away the cards. I don't know. Let's just put it here. Keep the card there. So here's a quick look at all of my small journals. I just love these so much. They are so cute when they're all together like this. Even that tin that you see there next to the owl there's a journal inside there. So cute. And then these here, I think I'll just put in here. This is kind of like my box for unfinished projects. It needs a tidy for sure.
Will I do it today? I'm not sure.
So now if I just tackle this little spot on my craft desk, then I'm in good shape, at least with my immediate area on my craft desk. So I always like having a cloth to wipe glue off or whatever. A Swiffer is super handy to have on your craft desk to just get rid of the embossing parts or other, you know, we always have like a little fabric or little threads, or you know, there's always stuff on our craft desk. So I have learned that having one of these handy is super. Where do you store it? I'll just put it in the shelves under my sewing table. Then I always have my little paper trimmer on the side of my desk. I use that all the time. And then I have some random like scrap papers here that I use for testing out things, making a trial stamp like here, or making swatches or things like this. This I can throw out. This as well. Some random paper scraps that I don't need here. So I don't know where to keep these, so I usually keep them under my paper trimmer. It's not the ideal place. I have an idea. I'll put them here on my shelf. That way I can grab them easily by just turning around, and they're not in the way on my desk. So underneath my paper scrap basket, I also have these two baskets. This one here is filled with random bits that I can use mostly in collages. There's some die cuts and other things, random. And underneath that, I just have a few fussy cut things from a collage book. Don't use these that often actually, but I know if I put it away, I will use them even less. So I'll keep these out, and these stack up beautifully. And then I can just keep the paper basket on top. And in no time, we have a beautiful craft space again. Yay! So the next thing I need to tackle is this stack right here. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I need to go through this because this is blocking so much space right here by my sewing machine. That's not okay. So this is the inside of a book that I've used to brayer on when I had extra paint from jelly plate printing. Some of these are stuck together. I should maybe keep this with my jelly plate printing materials because that's when I would most likely use it. And I can definitely use some of these papers as collage papers. Then we have some very plain coffee dyed papers. They need to be put away. Thankfully, I have a spot for that. I have these beautiful papers left over from a digital collage club design team project. How gorgeous are these? The rest here are all prints from my shop. So this, for example, is from my latest Bumble Breeze kit. I will still be using these in my planner for my September signature. So I need to keep these close by my planner. My Klimt girls, I love them very, very much. And then, of course, I have all of these other bits from other kits that I have not used up. By the way, my shop link is below in case you want to check out any of these. So these are all good quality prints. I will definitely be using those at some point. These were just previews for my full pages, but I could definitely also use these Why not? These were total fails, but again, this could be collage fodder, so I don't want to throw it out. This was a very interesting one. I wanted to print double-sided, and I printed twice on the same side because I never remember on my printer which side needs to go up. So I ended up printing 2 prints on 1 page, and it turned out so interesting. So this basically is from 1 page, and this is from a whole other page. And I just love how these came together. Anyway, moving on. These are some more like background pages. What I like to do with these is when I'm sending a package, I like to put this on the front of the package and then put the address label on top. So that way you can kind of just customize your packages easily. Oh my goodness, this was from December 2023, a collage sheet. December is just around the corner. Dear Louisa Hansel and I are in the middle of it already. I mean, not doing the prompts yet, but preparing for it. And we're having a lot of fun already. We are both super excited for this year because we have some changes again. We're always trying to improve, of course, every year. These are from the Digital Collage Club. These are very fun. So we are so excited to actually get started, but we still have quite a bit to tackle before we're there. By the way, this here is a freebie. You can find that on my Ko-fi site, and you can find my Ko-fi site linked below. This was actually the freebie of the cover I showed you before, my XL art journal. So this is what it looks like when it's printed half size. If you print it out just normal size, it will be full page. So I don't need to show you all of these. What am I doing? Because I'm trying to make a decision where to put these. Then I have all of this ephemera, which I already cut out. They are a mix of so many different kits. Obviously, I don't want to waste these. I need to figure out what to do with these. Don't have a separate place for them, which is why they're still all in a pile. Oh, my jeans jelly print originals. I still really like these. Haven't done anything with them. Well, you know what? I could add these to my collage fodder stash. Let's do that. There's another one. And then these are the digital versions of those. And I changed the colors a little bit. I lightened some of them up. These are in my shop as well. My old steampunk kit. I really still like this a lot. Yeah, and so on and so forth. More ephemera I haven't used. Oh my goodness. See, I get overwhelmed with all of these things. And they really add up, you know. You need space for something like this. So let's put away the things that are easy first. I have my own drawer for collage fodder. So they go in here. On my bookshelf here, I have one compartment with these clear boxes where I keep all my dyed papers. Yeah, let's take this one and just stick them in here. If I remember where I ordered these, I will put a link in the description box. If there's no link, then I couldn't find it. So the big stack of digitals is a bigger problem. I have this compartment here. I keep my Stampers Anonymous stamps in this box here. I love to be able to just flip through them because they already come on this clear plastic, so I don't want to mess with them. I don't want to put them in a binder because I love that I can just flip through these. I didn't have any other place to put them than here, which is not ideal. And then you see here I have space for papers, and these two are for digital papers. This actually pulls out. Let's see if we can squish the newest ones in here. I think I need to go through these again as well because oh no, they don't even fit. Let's take the ephemera out. Yeah, then that closes. But the problem is this lower one doesn't pull out, so I don't really want to put all this loose ephemera there. Oh no, what to do? I don't want to put it in these other compartments because that's for something else. This struggles of craft organization. Okay, I have an idea. So remember I showed you this basket here, which is fairly empty. So let's put these in here because it's closer to me that I will actually use these more. Yes, good job, Barbara. We have to praise ourselves along the way to keep going. So let's tackle the rest of the sewing desk. So first of all, I'm going to cover my sewing machine. I have this beautiful, what do you call it? It's not a doily, it's not tablecloth. But anyway, I found this at a flea market a couple of years ago. I believe this is Hungarian. I think it's so cute. I have this box here. It's so random. Well, this is not random. This actually totally makes sense because it's clips that I use for sewing, so that can stay here. But this here is a box of random dies, and I already have a little basket on my desk with dies. So let's just empty one in the other. And again, hopefully I will use these more now that they will be closer to my craft space. So one empty box. Then I have another box here with another little box. It's a cute box, and you know, we keep these boxes, right? Because we never know where we want to put things inside. So these are envelopes, and these also have, yeah, really old fussy cut images. Oh, but look, these are Christmassy, or they're wintry. They're actually adorable. I haven't seen these in forever. They're not the best print quality. I apparently just printed them on copy paper, but these are so cute. And winter will be here before we know it. So I should use these maybe in my planner even or something in winter. In this one, oh, we have more fussy cut images. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are more like, oh, this is a mix of everything. Look how much I had cut out and then never used. There's even a zebra. Okay, and this last one, oh, that has page tabs, even with months on it. Yeah, I used to use these in my planners. I don't anymore. I don't know why. I just don't. So where to put these that I will use them? Probably in that same basket where I just put the others, right? This makes so much sense to have them all in one place, doesn't it? Seahorses, mermaids, look at all that. Wintry ones on top, maybe. And we have all of these. These are all from really old kits, but they're so cute, right? Why wouldn't I use these? I don't know. We always want the new shiny stuff, right? And there's the wintry ones. So every time I use one of these, please give me a thumbs up in the comments in future videos. That will motivate me to keep using them. So finally, I have this box here with practical things for packaging twine and some packaging tape. Let's see if I can just fit them in here. Yeah, let's do that. So now I just need to find a place for all these empty boxes because I'm sure they'll come in handy for something. Look at us, we're making progress. We have some clear space. Yay! Let's keep the momentum going and tackle this mess down here. I will tell you why these are here. All of these items were supposed to go onto a inspirational board, mood board, whatever you want to call it. I took a course by Jean Oliver where she makes these beautiful inspirational boards for all kinds of things. And I was really inspired to do one, and I collected all these things. This was actually supposed to be for an online course. I laugh because I've been wanting to create an online course at least for 2 years now, and I just can't. Something is blocking me. I don't know what it is. So I thought this inspiration board would help. Yeah, you see, as far as I've got, I've had this on that chair for months, and it's just not happening. So I don't know what's blocking me. I just need to figure it out because I don't know what's happening. So this was kind of like my prototype. I really love how this cover turned out. That will be for another day. Then, yeah, here's another book I thought that would work really well for the journal I was trying to create in the course. And then I just have some materials here for inspiration, color inspiration, material inspiration. One of these gorgeous tea bag snippet rolls. I have a whole other video where we make these together. These can of course be decorated further. Love these. I also just love them on the stick here. They're very decorative items. So we'll put this away together. I have another one. Yeah, so I put all these things together wanting to put them on a board, but that never happened, and it's not going to happen because, as I said, they've been here for months. It's time to move on. I have some fabric, I have collage fodder, beautiful papers. This should be fairly easy to put away because I know where everything goes, thankfully. So this beautiful old lace can go here into my overflowing lace box. And this box is pretty organized, but you know, it's at a point where I have too much again and the things don't fit. I would have to expand my storage space, which I don't want. I really don't want to have more than I have here already, because I would rather use what I have than keep accumulating more things that will just stress me out. Can anyone relate? By the way, I received these amazing butterflies in Happy Mail recently. I am over the moon. Look, there's even small ones. So cute. Let's tuck them in here. These are treasures. The thread goes in this beautiful wooden box, which I got at a thrift store. Actually, it's not a box. Actually, it's a drawer. And actually, it was not for sale. But I convinced the owner that I need this in my life. And I actually got it for a pretty good price. So I love this thing to bits. Here you see the handle. I'm so sorry if you can hear the plane flying above. They are quite annoying. So I have my threads color coordinated and they make me so happy. My snippet roll gets to live in this beautiful vintage sewing drawer with my other snippet rolls. There's a regular paper snippet roll here. There's a tiny piece left of a fabric fabric snippet roll. Say that 10 times fast. I need to make another one of these because I need them. I just need them. Cheesecloth goes in this drawer. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I've ever shown you this. So it's a little truck that I found at a flea market, and there's like a soft cube underneath covered in fabric and then some pins inside. And this is not my original idea. This was inspired by dear Petra from Petra Silla Fuchs. I will link her channel and I will link her video. It is in German. Below, she shows you how to make these, but how cute is this? You have a rolling pin cushion. I just adore this. Petra, falls du zuschaust, nochmal herzlichen Dank für diese entzückende Idee. I've also given these as presents. They're just adorable, aren't they? Can you guess where this goes? It's really difficult. My precious designer fabrics are up here. So I'll just put these back here. These are really so precious. I work with them all the time. They make me so happy as well. So the rest are just random bits and bobs, collage fodder and vintage papers and such. I will just quickly put these away without you. So while I was putting those bits away, I stumbled across something else. Of course, this is what happens when you clean up your craft room. Barbara, speak slowly. So these are items I found at another flea market a few weeks ago. I always meant to share these, which is why I haven't put them away yet, but somehow I must have forgot or it never fit in a video or whatever. So just a little bit of more lace. How gorgeous is this? And then this one here. There was so much more at that flea market I wanted to get, but the overwhelm gets to me, which kind of is a good thing because I really don't want my craft room overflowing. Look at these. So we have these keyholes, old and rusty and beautiful. And we have some old rusty keys. And these here are great because they are quite flat. Love these. And then I also found these. How cool are these? So these reminded me of Tim Holtz has something I think in gold like this. I'm not sure if his are his paper. I don't even know, but they look like metal pieces. And these are actually metal pieces. How amazing was this find? And these were, I think, like mostly 50 cents per piece. And I think I got all of the ones that I found because wow. And then I found all of these greeting cards. Very cute. So you see here 30 cents, 30 cents, 30 cents. Let me know if you would be interested in me making a scan of these and adding these to my shop. And the best find and most expensive, I mean, this was 10 euros. Also not expensive for what it is, but look how cute this is. So it's a cabinet card, and look at this frame. I love this. You can just stand it up like this. And how cute is she? I just had to have it. Where am I going to put it? I do not know. I haven't even cleaned this up yet. Yep, it's dirty, dusty, of course. I don't know how long it's been there or where it was before. But I really want to display this in my craft room. Let me see if I can find a space. So the only place I can imagine is right here. next to cute little Frida. Oh, this is actually a really nice place. Next to this beautiful old scale, which was from the Netherlands. Yeah, it's perfect. I love it. That wasn't so difficult. And then I asked for a bag there because I didn't have anything with me. And one of the ladies from the flea market said, oh, I only have this one. Is this okay? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's plastic, but this is so cool. Can definitely make something out of this. So I'll put all those pieces away quickly and then we'll move on. So let's have another look at this glass table, which I really don't like when it's so cluttered. So first let's move the die cut machine out of the way. I do like when I can easily access it. My art journal. Where do I put it? I think I'll just put this on my shelf with my journals. Then I have this beautiful gel plate printing book by Robin McClendon. This was gifted to me. I love it so much. It has already helped me with my jelly plate prints. I need to study it some more, but I have a shelf in my I have a shelf in my bedroom where I have some art books, so that can go there. I need to find a place for this beautiful, huge vase that I got at a huge flea market in the Netherlands. I think I'll just put this on my dining table, or I actually want to keep it in my craft room because my craft room is actually the only room in my house which has a vintage style. So I need to find a place for this. And I need to tackle all of this. Oh my goodness. So this is just a mess of different things, different projects, and also some finds from flea market in the Netherlands. So we have beautiful tissue paper. I was using this for that little paper slashed journal with all the lace in it that you saw before. So this I can put away. This is packaging paper. I have a box where I keep all of like real junk and packaging, so that can easily go in there. Glassine bag. I had chosen all of these papers because they are like light and delicate, and I thought they might go well into that paper slashed journal, but of course I had way too much. So all of these can go back into the drawer. Collage butter. So these were all jelly plate prints from a recent session. Oh, these are the ones I made using that book that I just showed you. So I'll keep this with my collage fodder. These are some originals from a flea market in the Netherlands. I already scanned these, so these are all available in my shop. So I'll just keep these original cards. I have a box for that. This I don't know what to do with. I shared this also in the Plan With Me video where I shared that whole trip that was Plan With Me August, if you want to go back to see the adventures from the Netherlands. So this is a Russian box filled with these gorgeous, gorgeous butterflies. And they're on match boxes and they're all full. I've already scanned these images. They're also available in my shop. So I think what I'll do is, rather than just keeping it like this, because I'm not going to do anything with it like this, I will actually use the matches, because I use matches all the time for lighting candles and incense and all of that. So I'll keep these in a different drawer. And then I'll keep this separately, because this, of course, would be amazing for a journal cover. Yeah, so I'll take that apart. These things, these napkins and stuff, I think these were all things I considered using in my XL art journal. So rather than putting these away, I think I will put them inside the front of my art journal so that I actually use them. Oh, here's some more prints. I considered using these in my journal as well. So let me just keep all of that together, stick it in my art journal. Same with these things, I think. Yeah. So that's recycled art. This is from a magazine, and these are some postcards. Perfect. So I have this beautiful, whoops, my whole decoration just fell down. Good job. I'll remount that in a moment. I have this beautiful box here, also from a secondhand store, and I keep all of my vintage postcards in here. So that is where these other ones that I just showed you will go. I love it when things actually have a home, then it's so easy to put things away, right? Okay, fairy lights are back in place. We're back in business. But honestly, how can any craft room be complete without fairy lights? Can you explain that to me? Because that's a concept I don't understand. So this is my box with like real junk, with lots of packaging and things like that. So this is where all of these go. And I just kind of keep that kind of behind my craft closet because it's not very pretty to look at. So the last thing I want to do is clear this stack of books here. I have these here because I want to make some more of these ephemera holders. So I use one of these myself and they're very practical. They just have some vellum envelopes in here for storing ephemera. I've sold some of these in the past in my shop, but I haven't made any in a while because I didn't have the time. But all of these books are ready to be made into those. So I need to find another place outside of my craft room to store these. So I don't know if you can see a difference in my craft room, but I certainly can, being here in person. I am very, very happy now. So this area now has a lot of empty space to add new clutter onto. I do still want to tackle this box back here at some point, but it's not a priority. We have a beautiful craft area now, which is clutter-free. We have the sewing area, which is free of clutter as well. We have an empty chair that we can actually sit on. Yay! And I've even managed to add some beautiful vintage decoration. So thank you so much for keeping me company while tidying. I hope you were tidying along with me. Otherwise, I hope you feel inspired now to tidy up your own space so that your creativity can flow freely. Love you guys.